Welcome dear viewers. We will create a short tutorial to resize fixed storage disk on Ubuntu in Virtual Box. Normally if you have a fixed storage, it doesn't allow you to resize from the Virtual Box menu. We will go to the Virtual Media Manager here and see our disk candidate A cannot be resized here. The area is grayed out. There is no option to resize it. So for that, first we will go to the path where we have our virtual disk. We'll go to the path where we have got a virtual disk. In settings, we go to storage. Here we see the path to the virtual disk. We'll copy this path. We have this command. Okay, so we will replace the paths in this command. Path to original disk, path to new virtual disk. Virtual disk, we'll name it as copy for YouTube YT. This is our new virtual disk. This is our old virtual disk, existing virtual disk. This is the command. Our command vbox manage is not added to the path variable, so we'll go to the installation of VirtualBox, locate vbox manage and enter the full path of the command vbox manage. Vbox manage. So now our command is ready. This will clone our fixed disk into clone our fixed disk into a dynamical mixed storage disk, so we can resize it. So that we can resize it. So first part is to convert the fixed storage disk into dynamically allocated storage disk, so that we can expand the disk. So let's execute this command that we just created. Go to the command prompt. Let's hope all goes right. We'll remove this unwanted characters. Okay, now enter the command. This is creating a clone. Okay, our clone has been created. Now the next step, we should replace the old disk with the new disk created in VirtualBox. So this is, here we are in storage. We see the old disk. We remove this old storage, add the new storage, add hard disk, choose existing disk. We use copy for YT. So we replace the disk here and click OK. Still the disk is not resized. We just created a new dynamically allocated disk. Here now we see the option to resize the disk. This is enabled. Copy YT. For copy YT, the file name. Now we get the option to resize it. Here we will resize it to say 15 GB. We can directly type the number here, 15 GB, and click apply. So what happened here, our disk has been resized, but still the resize part was completed, or you can do it from the command line using this command. The resize part has been completed, and now we have to do expand the partition inside the virtual machine. So how we will do this? For that, we'll go to the disk or instance settings, storage. We'll add a live bootable disk. Choose existing disk. We'll choose optical drive. Choose disk. We have our ISO for Ubuntu. Here we'll boot from the ISO live CD. We'll click here live CD, ISO live CD, and click OK and start. We'll click try Ubuntu. We don't have to install it. Here we type GPARTED. We come to GPARTED. GPARTED shows there is 5 GB of unallocated space. We converted the 10 GB partition to we allocated 5 GB extra. Now what we will do, we select this partition of 10 GB which was already allocated. We click resize the partition and we stretch this bar to full to cover all 15 GB space. Now we click resize here. Now we click apply. Apply. Now our partition grew from 10 GB to 15 GB. Our job is done. So that's it for now. This is how we expanded our drive. Now let's stretch a bit further. I want to show you what exactly happened after this operation. We are still in live boot CD. Now what we'll do is go to settings, storage, and remove this live boot CD, and we'll boot from the changed drive, the newly expanded drive. Here it shows 15 GB. Let's do it for once. This is just to reflect the changes. Let's see if it is gone correct. It's already understood we applied the changes. Let's go to system monitor here. Here it shows 15 GB. Total size, and around 7 GB of space is available, and 8 GB is used space. So our partition is 53% occupied. So we end the tutorial here. It's pretty self-explanatory.